Hi, Tilty Carlson here, and the guys in Green Day are at it again, and we've gotten another reissue of one of their classic albums. This time around, we've gotten a 30th anniversary reissue of Dookie, which was the band's 1994 major label debut, their third album overall, recorded for the Reprise Records label, following two albums on the independent Lookout Records label. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. The Dookie album, of course, is sacred to Green Day fans because it's the one where they first came onto the world radar after those two indie albums. And ever since then, Green Day has pretty much always been in the spotlight. Love them or hate them, they're a band you can't escape. Let's start the unboxing. Now, one disappointment right from the get-go. We got that shiny art on here, but the cover is just plain. It's just the Dookie logo, and there's nothing above it. Why would you not include that iconic drawn album art? I mean, it's such an iconic 90s image. To just have this plain cover is kind of a waste. Anyway, let's move on. Top is just sort of that plain reflective coating. The side, same deal. This side's got the title of the album on it. Again, this is kind of hard to see with that shiny coating. And then back cover has a track list. Again, kind of hard to read on account of the shininess. And this has some of the elements from the Dookie cover down there. And in addition to the disc, they have given us a few little pieces of swag, so we'll get those in a second. Now, inside the box, first things first, I did put the hype sticker from the shrink wrap right there, so I don't have to throw that away. And we'll just go down here item by item, and I'll show you what we get. First of all, we get two stickers, and these both look very nice. This one's got that, iconic classic cover image, which again should have been on the cover of the box. We get a Dookie air freshener. Isn't that statement a bit of an oxymoron? Same thing printed on both sides. Then we get a set of 5 buttons. There's 5 of these, and they've got images from that era of Green Day. We get a nice, pretty good-sized booklet here as well. And I'll just show off a few pages here. There's a big essay in here called Producing Dookie, and that's by Rob Cavallo, who produced the album and produced almost every Green Day album that's come since, although they've made a few without him since then. Got some really cool vintage rare photographs in here. And there's even an alternative cover art here that's got American flag style lettering. Although I think given the title of the album and the personality of these guys, what they went with in the long run probably was the best bet. Again, more rare photos in here, and those look very cool. And then in the back, of course, you got some credits. And now we get to the actual discs. There are 4 discs in this set. First disc, of course, is the original Dookie album released in 1994, and of course, the favorite of many a Green Day fan. To this day, I still absolutely love that artwork. It sums up not only the band, but this period in time so perfectly. There's the back cover with our track list and production credits. Inside this sleeve, we actually do have a reprint of the lyric sheet and then the photographs that came with the album. And each of the discs follows this same motif here. You got the Dookie logo, and then they're a different color. So the one that's got the original Dookie album is green. And this album featured a lot of classic Green Day tunes like Longview, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, She, When I Come Around. Welcome to Paradise was actually a re-recording of a song from their second album, Kerplunk, which was their last indie album. We then come to the second disc, which is Dookie Demos and Outtakes. Mostly the same art there, but it's been amended to include that Demos and Outtakes thing, and the logo is now like a pure green instead of that brownish green that it was on the original album. And then you got the track list on the back here. Again, some cool rare photographs. This one's on a purple disc. And there is some interesting stuff to be had here. There are some 4-track demos of various songs from the album. Then you have cassette demos, and there's even some outtakes as well. The outtakes actually include a re-recorded version of Christie Road from their indie albums, which makes me wonder if, like Welcome to Paradise, maybe they were planning on re-recording that for Dookie, but just ended up not putting it on the album. few things on here were used as B-sides. It's got the song J.A.R., Jason Andrew Relva. That would later be used in the soundtrack of the film Angus. And then there's also some covers, including Tired of Waiting for You, originally by the Kinks, and then Walking the Dog, the old Rufus Thomas blues song that's been remade by everyone from Aerosmith to Rat. And now Green Day tries their hand at it. So you get some cool stuff here. I mean, there's even a few demos that sound drastically different from the final product, some of which even have very different lyrics. And then there's a few of the demos that aren't all that different from the final product, but for Green Day fans, this is certainly a holy grail right here. And then we get into the latter two discs, which feature live material. First of all, at long last, on the CD format, we get the complete Green Day Woodstock 1994 concert. This, of course, was legendary for the rain and the mud that was being thrown at the band and just the pure chaos that was going on throughout. And it's absolutely great to hear Green Day, at their young peak, recording this live concert at Woodstock 1994. This disc only runs about 40 minutes because, again, they were one band of many on a bill that was pretty intensive. I think maybe one or two tracks from this has been released in the past, and the concert I believe was available on vinyl as a record store day release, but it is nice to have the proper CD release here. Like the last 10 minutes of this or so are pretty much just like the rioting and the chaos and far less in the way of music, but it just adds to the atmosphere and gives you an idea of how chaotic that event was. And we have one more disc in the set, and that's Green Day, Dookie, Live in Barcelona. Each one of these just has like very slight variations on the cover art. Right there they had the little Live in Barcelona text. There's the side of that. There's the back cover. And then they actually even included a gatefold with this. I'm guessing if you bought it on vinyl, that's what the vinyl package would look like. And then again, carrying on the theme, this one has a yellow disc. And if I didn't show it off earlier, the Woodstock one has a brown disc. So this is like a 60-minute long concert with them performing a lot of the tracks from Dookie, but then they even dive back into the earlier Lookout record albums too, so you get things like 2,000 Light Years Away, and even one of my personal favorites, sung by Trey Cool, Dominated Love Slave. I'm not sure I ever even knew that was actually performed live. But anyway, this is a fantastic concert. And unlike the Woodstock, here they're like the headliner, so they do get a full hour's set time, and any Green Day fan, I think, will be happy with what they hear. So I'm definitely a fan of Green Day's music. If you know me on this channel, I'm definitely more of a classic rock, hard rock, heavy metal guy, but I absolutely love Green Day. They've done so much musically over the years, and Dookie is the album that really put them on the map after two independently released releases, and it still remains many fans' favorite album. And these bonus live concerts and outtakes, I think for any fan, these will be the icing on the cake, and they'll pretty much seal the deal. If you're a fan of Green Day, this comes very highly recommended, and I highly doubt that you'll be disappointed with what you get in this set. Are you a fan of Green Day? Would you say Dookie is the best album in their catalog? If not, what do you think is? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.